How's it going, all? You're watching Three-Way Plays, and my name is Patrick, and today I'm going to show you another little trick in building in Fallout 76. I'm going to show you how to build underneath of the map. Before I get started, I just wanted to thank you all for your support. Thank you for your subscriptions, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. We appreciate it. So you might ask yourself, why would I want to build under the ground? Well, maybe you've got too much up on top and you need extra room. Maybe perhaps you just want to hide your base so nobody else can find it. I don't know. Whatever the reason is, that's up to you. But I'm just going to show you how to get there. So the first thing that you want to do is find the appropriate location you want to build. You can pretty much do this anywhere. Some areas might cause you a little bit more trouble just because of the collision of where they have the mountains and the hills and stuff. But otherwise, it's pretty simple. You're going to need a floor, so throw one down. We're going to need a second floor. Throw one down, but you want to kind of drop it down to where it's about like that. Next, we need a set of stairs. Find whatever set of stairs that you're comfortable with. I like to use the wide one here that has the railings just to help catch me as I come through. You'll see what I'm saying. So I'm going to go ahead and place the stairs there. So as a note, this first little setup right here is just a prep station. It doesn't matter really how this looks or how high this is. So once you got your stair, you got your foundation, you're going to go over to the chair tab and you're going to look for the base. Now, any item that you have that will actually pull you to it, such as the base, piano, something that you can click on that will pull you to the location. Even the kitchen stove or something like that will work. But the reason why I like the base is because it's skinny and it's tall. You have plenty of room to kind of click on. So what you're going to do is you're going to try to find somewhere in the middle of the stairs and you're going to turn it until you get it to go green. Now the character will come off of the base from the front of the base. So that's why I wanted a wider set of stairs. That way, when I do back away from the base, I'm not just going to fall into oblivion. So once you have the stairs and the base set up, you're going to go ahead and pick up the stairs, and you're going to attach it to the other foundation. What am I talking about? And just set it down. If this doesn't work enough for you, if it's too far in the ground, you can always put the stairs back on the other foundation, raise this foundation up a little bit, whatever, you'll see. Now I have a little bit of the base sticking out of the ground and I can click on it, and that's what we want. So that's kind of the setup that you're looking for, is the foundation, the stairs going down, and something to where there's a little bit of the base sticking up. So now all you have to do is play it. It'll pull you down under the ground. We don't need to listen to him play. And once you're sitting here, you're now standing under the ground. And it'll look something like this. Now from here, you have roughly about the same height or depth, whatever you want to look at it, as if you were to build upward. So when you set your camp down on the ground, it's kind of like a bubble. Or a cylinder, something like that. So the same height that you have up top, you'll have below. You're kind of, when you place your camp, you're kind of sitting in the center of that cylinder. So you can go down a few flights if you wanted to, and that's what I'm going to kind of do to show you. So we're going to go back into build mode. We're going to go back to our stairs. Maybe if I can find it right. And just attach another set of stairs. And depending on how far you want to go down, it will stop. There we go. So then just switch over to your second story floors, your upper floors, even though they're in kind of like the basement or underneath now, and just attach them. You can build back here around it, just kind of giving you an idea what you can kind of do with it. And then, just like regular building, you can throw up walls, you can do doors, you can build under here. I mean, it's as simple as it is. So after you get this built and you're like, well, how do I get out? Simply walk up. You can walk right up out of it. You can't go back down until you click on that base to have it pull you back down into the ground. So just keep in mind that anytime that you're building with your stairs, the stairs will have to be present above ground. You can do what you can to hide them the best you can, but you won't be able to get rid of them entirely, at least that I know of. So the next thing I want to show you is another somewhat technique to get under the ground. It looks a little nicer than just kind of clicking on the base and going down in there. So I'll go ahead and give you an idea what that looks like. So the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need the pressure plate. So we're going to go ahead and throw that down. Next we're going to need from the displays is a mannequin. If you don't have a mannequin, it's okay. You can stand on it yourself and do it, but the mannequin just kind of makes it easier. So go ahead and put the mannequin on there to where the thing depresses. Then we're going to go to the floors and we're going to grab a rug. It doesn't matter what rug it is, just grab whatever one will work good for you. Once you got your rug, next thing is if you have your symptomatic, that's the next thing that we're going to use. Throw it down on the rug so it's sitting down on the rug. So what I'm doing, in case you don't know, is anytime that you put something on the pressure plate, the item will still think that the pressure plate is not depressed. But when you go to pick the item up to set it back down, it will try to set it back down on the pressure plate as it is depressed. And then when you set it down, it pushes the rug up. So basically, it kind of pushes the rug up without moving the other item that you have on there. And you can stand on the pressure plate without the mannequin. It's just easier having something sitting there to depress it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue until I get this rug closer towards the top. Once I feel that I'm happy with the location that I have that symptomatic within the rug, and again, any item that you put on that pressure plate and you pick up and set down, pick up, set down, it will force whatever item sitting on top of that item to merge into it. So once you have this, and this is kind of what it looks like from underneath. Okay, we're good here. Then we're going to set it somewhere where I know where one of those floors are. Now what does this do? With the symptomatic, it pulls you in to make it kind of like an easier way to get under the ground. And as long as you have a floor underneath you, whatever, it'll catch you. Now, you can always build to the symptomatic, or you can make this design work to where as soon as you get out of the symptomatic, the floor is right there or pretty close to it, so that way it's not so much of a fall. Okay? But I wanted to kind of show you this because I kind of like this idea that I was doing. So since you've got the symptomatic sitting there in the ground, if you take another one and you set it right up on top, and again, I'm not the very best at placing stuff. This is more of a tutorial than anything. You can kind of make it look like an elevator. It kind of looks like it matches in with itself pretty well. It doesn't work exactly like one, but you still get the kind of the idea. You can click on the base of that symptomatic. It still takes you down below. It just looks like you kind of got an elevator. That's all I just kind of wanted to show you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you out. I hope it gave you some ideas, maybe build a bunker or something underground. But go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you liked about it. Give me some ideas of what I could build. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep them subscriptions coming. We do appreciate it. But I want to say thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Take care.